sorry about that. Now I am set up like I needed to be. So my apologies. I know a lot of you guys came in here to see me and I really dropped the bomb on that one. So hopefully you guys can come back in here and see me. Let me go back and find myself. Make sure that I am truly live here. Let's go back. Oh, look, now I see you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, let's make sure we are, yep, looks like we are good. I tell you what, if it's not one thing, it's another. It's one of those things that when you set up your video, you have to set it up which way you want your phone camera, whatever it is that your recording device is from. You have to set it up for the right orientation. Otherwise, it pretty much will make you be in portrait style. And like I said, with my camera setup here, when I flip my phone, I need it to show my whole desk below me. Otherwise, it would have been showing you the back of my my camera holder that I have here. And that's not cute. That's not what you guys came here to see. Oh, jeez. I know. I'm so sorry, everybody. I hope you guys are able to come in here and figure it out. I see Karen has come back in. Kimberly has come in. Georgia. Hello, Cheryl. It's been a hot minute that I've seen you. But it looks like you have all found me, and that is wonderful. I don't know why it's not showing me my my comments on my phone, but that's okay. I have my computer set up over here and it is showing me comments, so that is wonderful. Hello, Frida. See, and Wyatt would tell you that my video was private. I have no idea. I don't know. Who knows? Because none of these videos are set as private. Now, I will tell you though, that as soon as I click the end button, it will make that video private until I go in and I make it shareable. And I think it does it because I'm almost there. So if you guys are watching me, hit that subscribe button. It helps me tremendously. As soon as I get over 1,000 subscribers, then that won't be a thing. They'll just all stay public unless I was to change it to that. So I don't know. I've been having all sorts of problems with my computer today. I don't know if all these things, because the new year, things have been changing, and I made sure I was up to date on my iOS, all sorts of things. So it would just be my luck that would happen today. But anyways, okay, so we are here. My name is Danny Garola, Pink Barn Stamper, coming to you from now a dark Tucson, Arizona. We have had some beautiful weather the last couple of days. I think they said that Monday we had our first 80 degree, last Monday, we had our first 80-degree weather, or maybe it was Tuesday, or no. It was Friday when me and my husband were live. That was our first day in 2025 that it was an 80-degree weather day. Well, that's gross. It should not be 80 degrees in January, but here in the desert, yes, that happens. Now, crazy as it may be, not even a couple days later, we are looking at almost potentially maybe having snow on Wednesday. They said that we might get some valley dusting, especially us who are in the higher elevations out here on the mountain. So we'll see. It said that that's supposed to be our coldest day. Tomorrow's supposed to be pretty windy. And then maybe, because I know back east, they are having quite a few crazy storms. I was watching the news earlier, and I saw the White House and there in New York, we're having some quite a bit of snow happening. So at least we're not that. It's something in the air. Karen is also having some internet computer issues as well. See? I don't know. I'm telling you. Hello, Wendy. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's a Monday, and so we can expect crazy things to happen on a Monday, especially after at least around here, it was a very chill weekend. I've been very, very busy in the Pink Barn studio here. I have been working on lots and lots of things. I've been asked to be a guest star over on our Stamp Happy Academy. There is a launch party happening over there, and they have asked me to be a guest on that. And so I have to pre-record a video. I'm going to be making a beautiful card using the actual set that I'm using tonight. I am using the Mixed Media Flora Suite collection tonight. So I am super excited. I'm going to be creating this beautiful card over there. So I've created 3 different cards for you guys here. So if you are a part of my team or a part of Kelly, Dina, or Barb's team, you guys can, or if you have the paid subscription for Stamp Happy Academy, then you can watch over there during our Facebook launch party. So that'll be super fun. I'm excited for that. It kind of feels like quite an honor to be in with such top demonstrators, to be able to share a video with them. Oh my goodness. Kimberly says that her brother is south of Indianapolis, and they got 10 inches, 21 degrees, but no snow in northern Indiana. Isn't that crazy how it could just be so, like, it almost seems so close and the weather can be so different? Because I even know that, so Colorado is kind of like up north of Arizona, but then we've got Nevada, and up in Colorado, they're getting tons of snow. So obviously they have the mountains and stuff there up in Colorado Springs, but even northern Colorado, I heard, was getting some snow. -40 degrees in Winnipeg. Whoa, that's cold. That is definitely stay in the home, be behind the fireplace. Oh yeah, burr. Definitely chilly weather. So what do you do? Do you just stay indoors during then? How do you like go out and go grocery shopping? Or is that just -40 degrees and dry? Like, is there lots of snow? Are there feet of snow? I mean, literally, when I think of negative, I'm thinking of like Antarctica, where you are just covered in like at least 10, 15 feet of snow. You stay indoors and you make cards. Well, yeah, that sounds pretty darn good to me. Absolutely. Okay, you guys, so we have so many wonderful things coming up tomorrow. It is almost kind of overwhelming of excitement. We have got tons of things. So I'm going to get my camera flipped around. I am going to share with you guys all the things that are coming out. Well, at least all of the things that I can tell you guys about that are coming out tomorrow. I could pretty much explain them to you. Hardly any snow with -40 degree weather. Wow, that's wild. I can tell you about a lot of things. I can show you covers of things, but until it actually goes live tonight at midnight here, Mountain Standard Time, I cannot show you the insides. I cannot show you the like products inside of the catalogs. I can just show you the front of the catalog. So hold tight. Let me get you guys flipped around. Hopefully nobody gets sick here. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Besides the fact that you guys can see the corner of my computer, which is okay. All right, so like I said, tons of things happening. Let me make sure I get all of my stuff out here. So I have a class that I finally have found a place that I can hold my in-person classes at. I have set up and already scheduled my kit class for the month of January. This is going to be making those beautiful frames that we have. It is called the Layered Landscape Kit. So this is going to take place January 23rd. I do have the registration open for this. Now, that was the other thing that I was having problems with today, is it kept telling me that my link was set private in order to sign up for this class, which I have no idea why it would have gone private, because I have the link sent out to everybody. I have sent out the email for this class for anybody who is local here in Tucson, that you can sign up for this class with me. There is limited seating, so you have to go ahead and register for this class. It is going to be in the local area here in town. It is at the mall locally here, so that is in a general area here in Tucson that everybody should be able to make it to. If you cannot or have some problem with getting that jot form to work to be able to sign up for this class, please text me or email me so I can get you registered for that. I don't want you to miss out on this class just because things behind the scenes are being wonky. But this is going to be a wonderful time. They actually have a bar in there, along with a snack area that you can purchase beverages and snacks. So it's going to be a great time. Again, you can check this out. If you didn't get the email, if you're not on my newsletters, I do have this put up over on my blog at pinkbarnstamper.com. You will find this there. The other thing that we have going right now is we have our Hearts for You. This is our paper pumpkin that is current for January. You have until January 10th to sign up for this one. This one is going to create heartfelt cards for Valentine's and Galentine's Day and beyond. You're going to be able to create 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and it's going to come with 9 envelopes. So you can find the description below of this video. Well, you're not going to find it right now, because since I just had to kind of pop back in here, I didn't get anything put in the description below, but you will find that after this live is done. I will add all the links in the description of this video. We have some new online exclusives coming up tomorrow. This is one of those things that I was talking about that is happening tomorrow. We've got a whole new line of products in our online store. So online exclusives, there's going to be a whole new launch of products happening there. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous set. I'm actually going to be using this tonight. This is called the Mixed Media Florals Suite collection. Now you can buy these things individually, but I'm just going to show you kind of all the things that come in this. The only thing that I'm not going to be working with tonight is the plaster painting 3D embossing folder. I will show it to you guys and show you that it comes along in this, along with the Mixed Media Flora Memories and More. I'm not going to be using that, but it is also one of those things that coordinates with this. It does not come in the suite collection, but it is one of those things that you're probably going to want to add on, because tomorrow or midnight tonight, you will be able to earn your celebrations items as well. So you're going to probably want to get that also. So this is a fabulous bundle, and I'm going to share this with you guys tonight. There's also a ton of other things. Tonight, when I'm done here, I will go over to the to my blog, and I will put up the PDF of all the rest of the things that are going live and online exclusives. The only thing is right now I can't post any of those things because I can't post things until Stampin' Up tells us we can post all the stuff. So that's why it's not there yet. We still have our designer series paper release. I did just order some of this paper today that I can share with you guys as soon as my order comes in. Don't forget last chance products. These items are available while supplies last, so go check that out. A lot of these things are on a very discounted price, so you're not going to want to miss out on that. Mystery stamping. Mystery stamping is coming up on Wednesday for the supply list. I actually do the mystery stamping live on Wednesday the 15th, and then I will draw the winner on the 22nd. So just know that mystery stamping is going to be happening this month on the 15th. Wednesday the 8th, I'm going to share the supplies with you guys. Also happening tomorrow is our mini catalog and our celebrations go live. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous catalog. All things spring, summery, beautiful things in this catalog. You're going to find your Valentine's Day, some Easter stuff in here, just things flowery and really kind of just brighten up your day after the holidays are over now. And your celebrations items are this little brochure, are products that you can earn free when you shop with us. Now that is when you shop with anything in our online store. So anything from this catalog, anything from the annual catalog, any of the online exclusives, anything from that last chance product, anything that you can find in the online store will actually be applied towards your celebrations. Also, it is a wonderful, wonderful time to do your prepaid subscription for your paper pumpkin. If you have bought the prepaid, it is a wonderful way to earn celebrations freebie items. And then you can wind up getting that so you're not having to pay for that subscription monthly. You would just do it the one time with the prepaid, and then it would continue going on from there. Okay, so just know that I will be putting the PDFs for these. If you don't have these hard copy, you can go to my blog, and on every blog post, if you scroll towards the bottom, there is a request form for the catalogs that you can go in there and request a hard copy of this from me. And then I will get those in the mail to you. If you have been a current customer of mine, you should have already received yours in the mail. If you have not received it, please let me know and we'll try to figure out why you haven't gotten your catalogs yet. We also have a brand new scrapbooking brochure. Oh my holy moly. Now, I love everything scrapbooking, but if you have not gotten into scrapbooking, or it's just not your jam and you're just like, okay, scrapbooking is not for me, and then you would just kind of toss this brochure aside, you really need to look at the inside of the brochure because there is some wonderful new paper that is in here. There's also things to do with stamp sets that are in here, along with die sets that coordinate with some of the stuff that they have brought out for scrapbooking. We have quite a few new scrapbook kits. Now, the nice thing about the scrapbooking brochure is I love the fact that they have decided to create kits for you, kind of like the Close to My Heart used to do. They have created kits that are step-by-step, so you can make beautiful scrapbook layouts without having to come up with your own ideas. They give you all the products that you need to create the scrapbook layouts. And typically they will make 6 scrapbook 12 by 12 layouts, and they're 2-page corresponding sheets. So it's really, really cool. They even give you the little templates that you can, they tell you the size of photos that you need to put in there. So these are really, really cool. Let me see if I have I think I have already shared these with you guys, but I did get where's it at? I got the autumn one just to kind of share with you guys what a finished scrapbook page would look like in one of these when I say that they are 12 by 12. These are two 12 by 12s, and these kits come with 6 of these. So it would come with 6 sheets, so you make 3 of your 2-page layouts. Isn't that cool? This is one of the kits that we had from our autumn brochure. So this one is all things fall, autumn, and so now the new brochure has things in there that are gonna blow your socks off with the beautiful springtime stuff. But this is what I was talking about. See the little photo placeholders? They tell you what size photos you have to put in there. And this is not my idea. This is all the things that Stampin' Up! Has told us where to place all of our papers. It's super easy. So just because you think you can't scrapbook, you absolutely can scrapbook. They have made it totally easy for us. So I will put the PDF for this on my blog as well. So you guys can see that whole thing. You can either print it out like this, and it's actually kind of like one of our catalogs where it has, like on the back of our catalog, how it has the little thing on there and it tells you how long the period lasts for this. It's the same exact way. I've just printed mine off. You don't have to. I will put the PDF out there for you guys. So let me get all this stuff off of here. Also, if you have been thinking about becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, a discount shopper, whatever you want to become a part of Stampin' Up!, we do have a special starter kit coming up with a couple of different options for you guys starting tomorrow. So again, watch the blog. I will be putting up all the different promotions that we have going on. There's a lot. So you're going to have to just keep kind of going through and scrolling and reading all the things. And so just know that there is a lot. So, all right. Hello, Laura. Welcome in. Okay. All right. So what I was saying is that tonight's, I did want to do our giveaway. So I have kind of changed things up as far as giveaways are concerned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a bigger-ish gift away. And this is going to be for my current customers. So when you shop with me, you are going to get put into a pretty much a giveaway wheel, and every customer that shops with me will be put into that wheel. At the end of the month, I will spin that wheel. Whoever's name comes up will win a prize for me as a thank you for being a customer of mine. So for the month of December, I have put everybody's name into the wheel of names is the choice that I use to have my giveaways put in. And so I am giving away, this is new, this is in the new catalog. This is called Celebrate Love Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. So this has got all your different things to do with Valentine's, and a pack of gold twisted thread. And so I put everybody's names in there, and Miss Frida Alsip. Frida, you have won this giveaway for the month of December. Thank you so much for being a customer of mine. I love and thank you so much for your support. So I will get this in the mail to you, Frida. Congratulations. Okay, now to get into the things that come with this online exclusive. Where did I put my little, oh, there they are. Okay, so for this suite collection, this is called the Mixed Media Floral Suite collection. So this is a huge collection here. So it comes with 2 sets of stamps and 2 dies, plus it comes with the plaster painting 3D embossing folder and your low profile dots, gorgeous dots, and it comes with this beautiful paper here. I am in love with this paper. I've been playing with it quite a bit, and the really cool thing about this paper is it has black and white. And I know a lot of us are suckers for black and white designer series paper. So some of these, ooh, I gotta turn my heater on. It's starting to get a little chilly. Oops. Ooh, there we go. So one side has, not all of them, but some of the sides have the black and white. So there's this one here, and then you have this boho blue with some of your calypso coral and petal pink in there. Very, very pretty paper. This one, you've got some of your yellows and that calypso coral in there. The other side has black and white flowers. And the really cool thing about these flowers is you could come in here with your blends or your Stampin' Write, and you can color these in. Even with your watercolor markers or watercolor pencils, you could come in here and color it that way. Then we've got this black and white little tick marks with this gorgeous piece here. The colors are just so bright and vibrant. You've got this petal pink stripe with these beautiful flowers here. Then you've got a green, almost like a wash to it with this. Another one of those like spackled painting, or what did they call it? Plaster painting of your blues. And then you've got this beautiful sheet that you can cut in half and use these pieces. You would get 6 card bases out of this paper here. And look, there are cute little ladybugs all placed without that paper. So that is the paper. And so let me open this up. I haven't even opened this yet. I haven't even played with it. But this is a huge embossing folder. This is one of those 6 by 8.5. It is 3D, so your imprint is going to be extremely deep. Look how cool that is. Oh, you can just feel the impression. It is going to be a beautiful impression. And again, it's big, so you can use this even on scrapbook pages. Then we have our low profile dots here. These are in petal pink and gold. Very, very pretty. Again, I love when they make these flat like this, so then there's not a lot of bulk on your card. We have our mixed labels. This is your sentiment stamp along with your sentiment label little die cuts here. You get quite a few different sizes. There are 7 different dies in here with this one. Then we have our mixed florals. This one has some beautiful, huge floral stamp sets. As you can see, these are full size. This here is just a little tiny picture of it, but they are great big full size stamps. Beautiful and easy to color on. I like that those are big. Then the coordinating mixed florals dies. Now this has 2 sheets of dies in here. You've got this one right here, which I will be using on a card tonight. This is more of a standalone die. Then you've got all your other little dies that coordinate with all your floral stamps. They even give you the little tiny ones that coordinate with the little ladybugs here. So that is wonderful. So let me add this back in here so I don't wind up throwing dies around, because that happens. The struggle is real. So let me set that aside. I'm also going to be using, of course, as if you guys don't already know, the Stylish Shapes dies. I'm going to be using some of those tonight. I'm also going to be bringing in the gold twisted thread. I'm going to be using this as well. Mine got all jumbled up. As soon as I took it out of here, it completely unrolled off the spool. So I just have it kind of thrown in there. It's really, really pliable. And I love when we have some of our, because some twine is kind of stiff. This is not. This is really easy to roll up to be able to add to the back of an element. I love that. And so the last part that I wanted to share with you, this is a standalone part. This does not come with the suite collection, but it is available that coordinates with this pack here. Now this is kind of, people create their own cards with this, or you can use these for scrapbooking, but you have your, some of these pieces are the 4x6, which is what these are. These are your 4x6. They're double-sided. Some have words on them. You've got some that you could just use straight as a backdrop of a card. This is our story. That would be cute on a scrapbook page. So they come with 2 each, the back side. That almost reminds me of like a recipe card. So you've just got a couple different ones in here. Oh, look how cool that one is. You could actually cut those apart and make a card out of that. There's a neat little thank you. Super fun. And then you've got a bunch of these. Now these are 3x4. So these are kind of fun, that if you take like one that has a different kind of, you could put that on the top of that, and that's a cute card. Put a little sentiment in there. Same with like doing it with this one. So much love. So there's a bunch of those included in here. Again, some have words on them. You've got ones with little ladybugs. You've got your black and white in there as well. So this is super fun here. Then, as if that's not enough, you also get these sheets. That these are very thick stickers. They're really nicely made. You've got ones with like a date in there. You've got your little banners that you can write on. It comes with 2 sheets of those, and then 2 sheets of these with your little sentiments on here. Just a note to let you know that I'm thinking of you, celebrate, happy birthday, and then look at all these cute little ladybugs they have on here too. So I wanted to show you that as well, because that coordinates with this suite collection. So let me set that aside so I don't lose anything, because that's my jam. Okay, so here is our card kit. When you shop with me this week and you spend $35 or more in my online store, and you must use my current host code, you are going to get a kit in the mail just like this from me. Now, the sales period for this kit goes through Sunday the 12th, midnight. So when you shop with me from today, Monday the 6th, through Sunday the 12th of January, and you use my current host code, you're going to get the kit in the mail that's going to create the 3 cards that I'm going to share with you guys tonight. Beautiful, beautiful cards that I'm going to share with you guys. There was one more thing that I wanted to tell you guys about, and now I just spaced it. Oh my goodness. Oh well, it'll come to me. As I keep moving along here and talking, it'll pop back up. Okay, so my first card here is using that paper cut down. So there's the inside of my card that I'm going to set aside. Here's my card base. This is basic black. This is 11 by 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. See, I told you it would pop up in my brain. I have a poll going on over on my Facebook page, Pink Barn Stamper with Danny Garola. If you could go over there and you could do that poll for me. My husband was kind of suggesting, now that he's kind of thinking that he's all about crafting since he did 1 card with me, he did give me some suggestions, because he is big time on social media, because of the movie producing and that kind of stuff that he works on. He was mentioning to me that I should propose that instead of doing this really long video on Mondays, that I would come in on Mondays. I would tell you guys all the promotions that were going on. I would tell you about all the things for the kit of the week, but make 1 card starting out. And then I would do 2 not live videos but then put those out later on in the week. Like one would come out on Wednesday and one would come out on Friday, showing you guys the two other cards that would be included in the kit. So the only reason was why he kind of mentioned it is because a lot of people get like they drowned out when it comes to watching a super long video like I create. And so he told me, he goes, put a poll out there, see what people think, see what, you know, if people would be interested in having the shorter videos, or are they into having this long thing take up their evening. I said, okay, so I created that, and I would love to know from you guys what you guys are thinking. I do know that quite a few of you have already done it. The polls are very, very close, and I told him, and he was really shocked. He was shocked that people would retain sitting in a video for an hour and a half or however long I ramble on for, seeing cards be made. But so just if you guys could please go over there and do that for me. Thank you, Kimberly, for getting that done. Oh, you are welcome, Melanie, for your card. I am glad that you received it. Very happy birthday to you. Melanie's birthday was on the 3rd, right? I think it was the 3rd. We have, oh, I didn't write it on my calendar, but I know we have a birthday today, actually. Let me see. Oh, Miss Lois's birthday is today, and so is my granddaughter. My granddaughter's birthday is today, and then we had a couple people, I think it was yesterday, who had birthdays. We had Miss Cindy Ford and Vicky Bowler. Their birthdays were yesterday, so tons of birthdays right after the holidays. All right, so here is our card base. I have taken this piece of paper right here, just so I can show you exactly how I did this. I have taken this and I have cut this in half. Well, not necessarily in half, because this piece is 5 and, where did I cut this at? I think it's 5 3/8. Yeah. So I cut this at 5 3/8, so I just cut straight across. So that leaves me a little portion in the middle that I can use to either put on the inside of my card or however I choose to do it. But that is what I have cut here. And then I have just cut that at, I think I did it at 4 1/8. Yeah. Now, I typically would not do this size if I want to get 6 cards out of here, because I would need my pieces to be 4 inches since this is 12. So typically I would cut this down at 4 inches. But since I have 2 of these, I figured I was going to do a little bit bigger so I can kind of do a little bit more up here in this blank spot. But in order to get your 6 cards, you want to do probably a 4 by 5 1/4 on these pieces. So mine is a little bit bigger, which is okay. And so I'm going to place that right like that. So very simple. These are very quick and easy cards to do. You've already got the paper to make these when you get that paper pack. And where did I put my dies? Okay, so I'm going to need, for this card, got my ribbon here, I need a piece of, this is our Poppy Parade. Now, if you ever get stumped on colors, the really awesome thing about our paper packs is all the colors are listed on the back of our labels here of your paper. So I can see that Basic Black, Boho Blue, Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Mossy Meadow, Petal Pink, Poppy Parade, and Shy Shamrock all go with the coordination of this paper. So I can look at my papers, my cardstock, all that stuff, and coordinate that very nicely. So I have a piece of Poppy Parade, which is the color of my little tiny, you can see them in here, my little cute ladybugs. Do I have another one? I've got the 2 little ladybugs sitting here. So I want to use, on here, I'm just going to come in and I'm going to grab this little piece right here. So there's 3 different banners or labels right in this little section. And so these you could use kind of like a nesting. So like this, I've got a couple cut here. So these are just a couple of other colors. You could actually do the other one inside in another color and have that be like a nesting piece there. So let me go ahead and take, actually what I want to do is I want to stamp on this first, because if I get that crooked, at least I know that my stamped image will kind of keep me in place. So using the mixed labels, I'm going to use the With Sympathy. These are these are the red rubber, and these are photopolymer, just so you know that they are both different. Here's our With Sympathy. Let's grab this little one here. I am going to use my Tuxedo Black ink for this. And I am just going to stamp right in the center of this piece of paper, holding that for a few seconds. Let that get nice and dark and crisp in there. I'm going to take my little die here, and I'm going to turn around and die cut this out. Okay. There is that. This is a really cute little die right here too. This one, it looks like a little bubble. I also did the With Sympathy in that. It's kind of cute. You could actually put that inside of something like this and give it a little bit of two-tone color. Kind of cute. But we are going to use the With Sympathy. And on this piece here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal here. And I am just going to place, maybe I'll do it on the back of here. I'm going to place just a little bit of my Stampin' Seal. And then I'm going to take that, this is the gold twisted thread, and I'm just going to loop this over almost like I'm going to make a bow. If I can get it off my fingers first. And I'm just going to put the two ends right in that glue. I'm just going to flip this round again, like so. Let's do it 2 more times here, just to kind of give it some sparkle and shine. Okay, just like that. Push that inside of there, and we're going to cut off that extra little bit there. Okay, move that piece aside. Push that down into that glue if you want to. Woo! If you want to, you can always run another little bit over that and push that in. Get that to stay. Then I'm going to grab a couple of my dimensionals here. I'm going to put a dimensional right there, which is again going to help secure this in place, and just kind of push that down on there. Pull those dimensional backings off. And then I'm just going to take this and place this right over here in this little white space. Okay, then taking my Stampin' Seal, any kind of adhesive that you choose to use will work. And then that is just going to go right on the front of here. And again, this is 1/8 of an inch smaller than the front. So it leaves a really tiny little border around that where you can kind of just see the black sticking out from behind that, because I really want this piece to be seen. Then I'm going to grab these embellishments. Again, these are the low profile dots. Ooh, my leg is burning. Yikes. And I'm going to, since I have the gold on there, I'm going to grab some of the gold. And I'm just going to put that there. Grab a little one. Put it right like that. And then I'll grab another big one and put right up there. So very, very simple card. We're going to do our inside. This is where we could take, if we wanted, we could take our little white piece that was in between the two sections and we could put this on here, but I wasn't sure I was digging that. So I was thinking, because we've got the black on the front there, we could actually do a little black and white piece because it's got these little flowers in there. That might be kind of cute. Yeah, that's gonna work. So I'm gonna cut that at a 1/2 inch. I'm just gonna run a piece of my Stampin' Seal across there. Let's turn these flowers around the right direction. Just place that right along there. And let's look at our sentiments here. Just a note to let you know that you're on my mind. Your kindness made my day. For a great friend, I'm glad that we're friends. Thank you. Happy anniversary. And with sympathy. I think with sympathy, I'm going to put just a note to let you know that you're on my mind. Okay, and I think I'm going to do the inside in my Poppy Parade, because we've got our little Poppy Parade sentiment on the front there. And I'm going to actually put this right down here in this corner, kind of lining my little piece of designer series paper there, just like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could grab some of those little ladybugs from here and you can stamp a ladybug or two on there. If you wanted to add more ladybugs on the front, you could stamp those. Those would be cute if you stamp them on a piece of white and then die cut those out and then just kind of pop those up. If you wanted to take this card kind of a level up and make a little bit more eye appeal on there, you could do that. But I just like the simplicity of this. I think it is just beautiful the way it is. That paper really does all the work for you. And it would help you get some cards just sent out without having to spend your life in your craft room. I mean, unless that's kind of what you enjoy doing. Or if you live in, where was it? Winnipeg, or where was it? Winnipeg, that Wendy lives, and it's -40 degrees. And what else do you do besides sit at home and make cards? Because it is too darn cold to go anywhere else. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the inside of my card here. Now this white piece is 4 by 5 1/4. So it is the standard size of the inside of a card. And so there's card number 1. I also made this one here. So as you can see, this is one corner of the paper and this is the corner of the paper. So depending on how they are, you can just kind of make a bunch of these with those different pieces, and it is just gorgeous, right? Oh, love it. Okay, so let me set this one aside, and then we are going to move some of this, and we are going to get to card number 2. Now, card number 2 is a fun fold, so it's kind of taking it the next step up from just your paper, because now we're going to be doing a couple of different score marks here. I'm going to get these cleaned off really quick. Okay, so the next card is going to be using, we've got all of our pieces here. Okay, my inside piece is going to set up there. Now for this card base, this is 8.5 by 5.5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to score this at 4.25. So using my light gray blade, I'm going to score. Then I'm going to move it over. So now this is at 4.25. So now to get a center line here, I need to do 2 1/8. So I'm going to put that right like so, and then give that a good score. Okay, so we have 4.25, 2 1/8. So I'm going to put that piece away. This is going to get a good crease to it using my bone folder. And then I am going to take this piece here and fold it in. Actually, I lied. We're going to fold that out. Figure it out, lady. We're going to fold that in on itself. So you're going to see more of the inside of the card because we've pretty much taken that and folded it in half back on itself, just like so. This piece here, this is 4 by 5.25. Look how beautiful that paper is. That's that one that has those flowers on the back. This we're going to put on the inside of our card. So we're going to go ahead and adhere that right in. Just like so. This piece right here, this is the striped petal pink. You've got the flowers on the back side. This is going to go on here. Now this one is 1 7/8 by 5.25. This is going to go right here. I think I might almost be out of my tape. I might need to put a new one in there. I guess we're going pretty good here. So this piece is just going to go right on the front of here. Like so. I have a scrap piece of boho blue. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take my largest circle from my Stylish Shapes. I'm going to cut out a circle, and as you can see, I've got that right there. Now I need to take a piece, which I don't know why I didn't put it in there, but I need a piece of white. Now you don't need a full sheet like this. I just obviously didn't cut myself a scrap for this piece. So let me move my card. I'm just going to take this and cut a piece like so. So you're also going to need a scrap of white. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this big stamped image right here. And I need my big block. Okay, like that. I need, where's my bigger block? Actually, I have a bigger block than this that would probably be easier to use, but, I don't know where all my blocks are. That means they've got to be in a box somewhere. I'll have to look around for that. because the bigger block would be a lot easier because then it would completely fit on there. So you could either tap, tap, tap down into your ink, or you could flip this over and do your ink the other way. I like going this way because then I can see exactly what part is dark and what is not. So I'm just going to go like that, set that aside. I think I'm going to go this way. And I am just going to grab my piece right here. And I'm just going to stamp that down like so. And then make sure that my circle will now work on that. Yep, that's gonna work perfect. All right, now I'm going to color this in. So the colors that I need my petal pink. I need my Calypso Coral because I'm basing it on the colors of my paper here. I'm also going to use Granny Apple Green and Mossy Meadow. And move some of this stuff out of the way so I can have my pens sitting off to the side here. So when we do our coloring. Oh, I also forgot one other part that I need to stamp. I also need to stamp this little leaf part right here. And it's not really that little, but who just said, wait, you have a granddaughter? I actually have a granddaughter and a grandson. I've never met my grandson. He was born, was it like July 28th of 2024? My oldest daughter does not talk to us. They haven't talked to us in probably about almost 5 years now. Like 4.5, 5 years. She has made choices that are her own, and that's just the way it is. But my granddaughter was born January 6th of 2020. So she just turned 5 today. So yeah, I only got to see her, oh God. So yeah, it's been almost exactly, well, not quite. It's been a little bit less than 5 years that I've seen them. She was about 6 months. Well, no, maybe it's been 4 years because I remember her 1-year-old birthday, which we were kind of not invited to, but nonetheless, yeah, I'm a grandma. I know, kind of crazy, right? Okay, so we're going to come back to stamping here, so it doesn't make me sad. Because I do feel that I am missing out on a lot in their lives, but whatever. I can't dwell on that. Okay, so I'm going to take my Calypso Coral. Oh, I also need my Lemon Lolly. I'm going to use Lemon Lolly on this as well. So because there is the Lemon Lolly in here, using the dark Calypso Coral, I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to kind of do the dark marks towards the bottom of my flower here. Okay, I am going to do this flower as well, even though it's kind of off to the side and you can't really see it, but we might get a little piece of that in the circle, and I might as well have it done than not. And then I'm going to take my, I think I'm going to do, am I going to do dark petal pink? I think I'm going to do, light petal pink, because then I can always add to it if I need to. And this light petal pink will kind of bleed out some of those lines of that Calypso Coral. It's almost like using our white. Yeah, my granddaughter's name is Oakley, and what did they name the little boy? I'm trying to think. My oldest daughter, her dad keeps in touch with us, and they were actually down here when my grandson was born, and we all went out and had dinner together, but of course my daughter didn't come. But they were telling me all about the little boy that they had. Parker is his name, that's right. So Oakley is my granddaughter, and Parker is my grandson. So I'm a granny, yep. And my bestie, her daughter, I think it was right after Parker was born, her daughter had a little boy. So I kind of live vicariously through them as her being a grandma. I kind of get to use her grandbaby as that void, filling the void. Well, and the crazy thing is she was 17 when she had my granddaughter. And so the rule is she was not allowed to leave the home until she was 18. But she was actually due with my granddaughter because my daughter's birthday is January 18th. She was actually due on her birthday. She actually went into labor on the 5th and then had Oakley on the 6th. So there was just a short time span there that I told her, I said, you can't leave the house until you're 18. That's just the way it is. You're still my responsibility. So the day of her birthday, she literally packed her stuff up and moved out. And I mean, we still kept in like cahoots back then, but we still talked until she decided that she didn't want to talk to us anymore. So whatever. All right, now I am using my dark Granny Apple Green to color in my leaves. So the really crazy thing is when her dad told me that she was pregnant for the second time, he had told us that she was due in August. And he said it's somewhere in the beginning of August. Well, my mom's birthday, and she doesn't talk to my mom either. She's like pretty much doesn't talk to anybody on my side of the family. She still talks to her dad, but nobody on our side. And so my mom's birthday is on August 2nd. And so we were so kind of hoping that he was born on my mom's birthday, but then again, kind of glad that he wasn't, because my mom would be so sad that she doesn't get to see them and know who he is if he was her birthday buddy. So it was kind of nice that she had him ahead of time. Oops, I almost forgot this leaf right here. Okay, so I'm just doing all the Granny Apple Green at the moment. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to give this a good shading. Now I'm going to use the light Mossy Meadow to come in here and just kind of add some of the shadowing to this to give it a little bit more dimension to my leaves. Yeah, the hardest part of the whole thing is my son. My son really has a hard time. Her and him were kind of close. And so it has probably hit him harder than it has any of us, with her kind of just, he feels like she abandoned us and abandoned him. So it's hard to see him have to go through the struggles of it. But he's kind of over it at this point in time. He does mention that he would be a fabulous uncle, and he would, but that is what it is. Oops, shoot, look at there. I forgot the stems of my flowers. Because he truly loves babies. He is like such a baby guy. Okay, so there's my flowers done. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do my little leafy spot over here. This time I think I'm going to do my little shadowing first, because then I'm going to let that green, the lighter granny apple, kind of spread those colors out. It is kind of sad, but I mean, what do you do? I try not to dwell on it, and I try not to think about it all too often, because it does make me sad, and it makes me sad not just for me, but for, you know, my other two kids that don't get to have a relationship with their sibling or their nieces and nephew. But I mean, from what everybody tells me, it's her loss, not necessarily mine. So, but that again doesn't make it any more comforting. So now you know. Spilling the tea while making cards, when we should be drinking the tea or the coffee or whatever it is. Okay, so now we're going to take, I'm going to take my circle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get where I have a white spot up here, which I should probably just stamp up there now, or no, I'm not. I'm not going to, because I might mess it up. So I'm just going to take this, leaving myself a little white spot up here, and I'm just going to cut out that circle, and then using this leafy bit die, let's cut that one out also. And it's kind of funny, if Frida is still on here, Frida remembers when I had my daughter. Me and Frida worked together way back in the day when we lived up in Oregon. And she remembers when I was pregnant with my daughter. Okay, and then I'm going to lay that on there as I cut that. And my thing just shifted. I gotta. Don't you hate that when your paper shifts on you inside of your die cutting machine when you're going to cut it? Okay, so I had to tape my circle down because it was trying to wiggle around. Okay, so here is my circle. And here is, woo, yeah, Laura, everybody tells me that because she is still very young that and I kind of, I mean, I have hopes of it happening, but most women, girls, whatever, have an epiphany, especially once they become moms themselves, and normally like in their mid to later 20s, all have that aha moment. I remember myself included. I had the aha moment when you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, my mom was so right, because I remember thinking that I was, you know, smarter than my mom when I was a teenager, like most teenagers are. We think we're smarter than our parents and that we know it all and blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, you have your first child, maybe second child, and then you're like, oh, that's what my mom was telling me for so many years. That's what it was. I get it now. So everybody tells me, you know, she's going to probably have that moment, but I don't know. She might or she might not. It is what it is. And that's kind of a crappy thing to say, but it's true. Okay, so I'm going to use this little sentiment that says thank you right here. And we're going to add that. And we're going to do that in black. And I'm going to kind of take this where this is sitting just like so, and I'm just going to stamp thank you right in that little white space. That's why I wanted the white space kind of left towards the top so I could put my sentiment in there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little green piece and I am just going to lay this kind of like so on the side here, which I can do that as soon as I get this put on here. So let's get this put on first and then we'll adhere that. So this is gonna go right over here in the center, but I only want to apply glue on this side, not this side, because I don't want it sticking to the inside of my card. I only want it stuck to the flap. And I'm just watching my sides to get that on there straight. And then this little guy, we're gonna put just a little bit of glue here and here and just a little bit down here. Okay. And then this is just going to get set right along the edge here. Making sure that it's not coming off, because if I want to put this in an envelope, I need to make sure that that will stay and not cause any problems for mailing. Okay, there is that. Then what we need to do, and what I wanted to do, is add a little bit of sparkle to this, and I'm going to add some of my Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to do some wink right here on my flower. And then my little tiny yellow flowers, because we can never have enough sparkle and shine, right? Okay, then coming back in with my I'm gonna never remember what these are called. Low profile dots, because I don't know why they're called low profile dots, but all right, cool. But I will never associate low profile with these things. For it just won't work in my brain like that. So we are going to come in here and we are going to add some of these. I'm going to do one there. I'm going to do a big one right there. And then I'm going to add a little one. Maybe right there. There we go. So there is that. Let's look at our inside piece. So same measurement as our front, which, what did I say that was? That was 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. Now this would get placed right here. So you could do two things here, depending on how much you want to write and who this card is going to be sent to. You could put it here, like what I'm going to do. I don't know why I just put the lid on that, knowing that I needed to use it. Because that does give you still quite a bit of room. Or you could do the white part back here and you could write more back here if you chose to do that. But I think this works really good right there. Then when their card sets up, they can display this because it is just a beautiful card. Then you have your writing in here. But that just turns out so gorgeous. Hopefully you can see that sparkle. Let me see if I can find it here. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up. Trying to find the sparkle of the wink of Stella. But it's not grabbing it. But trust me, it's there. So there is that one. Here's the other one that I made. Maybe that one you can see the wink a little bit better. I think I went a little bit heavier on the wink there. But there's the other one that I made. Just so you can see both of those, how cute those turn out. Okay. Now on to our third card. I am absolutely in love with this third card, and I will probably make many, many, many of them and send them out for birthday cards. Okay, so let me grab what I need for this. Let's grab this card kit. So card number 3. Get all of our pieces out here. That's going to be for the inside of my card. We've got our card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Give that a good nice crease to that. Let's put that up there. We've got a scrap of white. At least I remembered to put that in this card. I have a scrap piece of my petal pink, which is also the same color of the base, if I didn't say that. Then I've got my piece of designer series paper. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So this is just going to go right on our card front like so. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay. I have a piece of Shy Shamrock, and I'm going to use, as you can see, I'd already cut one out of there. I'm going to use this piece right here. This is that standalone piece. Thank you so much, Wendy. Absolutely throw up those hearts, those thumbs for me. That helps with the algorithm of this video being put out there for YouTube. The more you share, the more other people can see this and join us and subscribe. I do have a fairly nice giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a bundle once we hit 1,000 subscribers. I will be giving away a bundle, or yeah, 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at 969 so far, so I'm getting there. Okay, get all those little pieces out of there before I put that away. Okay, see how cool that piece is? Oops, I have another little straggler hanging on in there. And it looks like there's just one little tiny piece right there. And as I was looking at this, I thought, you know what? You know that new set that we have that has the, if you have the new catalog, then you'll know what I'm talking about. And I know quite a few of you are demonstrators that are watching, or are my customers, so you have gotten your catalogs. In that, we have that Sea Friends or Sea Life Friends. This reminds me of a piece that could be like sea kelp. Doesn't it kind of look like it could go under the ocean as some form of oceany thing? To put some of those, here's the paper. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And look, and it's that color too. See these little sea people? And then you've got the, this is such cute paper. And of course it's pink, so it's so my jam. See these guys, the little lobsters and the little crabs. You could put those on there and that looks like it'd be a cute little, anyways, just a thought. Okay, so now what we need to do is we are going to move that aside. We're going to take this white piece here and I'm going to grab this flower right here. It almost looks like a daisy or something or other like that. And I am going to use my memento. And stick my finger right in the ink because that's always a thing to do. Okay, get that nice and inked up. And then I'm just going to stamp that on there. Now, because this is photopolymer, I should have used my little cushion, but I didn't. So we're going to hope that I'm giving this a good enough of a push that it comes out nice and, whew, and it did. Perfect. All right, let's close this back up. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to color this. And let me get my other card over here. So I'm going to use Calypso Coral and my Petal Pink. We'll put these over here, and then I need to bring in that Shy Shamrock. All right, so first thing is we are going to do the little insides of my, the little stamen, I think is what it's called. So I'm going to grab Calypso Coral, light, and I'm going to add some of the light right in here. Then I'm going to grab the dark, and there's little dots in here that I'm just going to tap some of this darker color in to kind of give that some little shadowing there. And then come back in with the light and just kind of lightly go over that to just kind of blend those colors together. Okay, so there's that. Continuing on with my light Calypso Coral, I'm going to color all these little like baby's breath, I guess it would be, which they'd probably normally stay white, but our image, we can make it whatever color we want to. Okay, just a couple more little ones down here. Okay, there's our little flowers. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Shy Shamrock, and we've got our dark and our light. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to take the light and color all my little leaves. Now the reason why I leave the underside of the leaves is because I'm going to use the dark on the underside, because obviously it would not be seen as much of the sun. So we want that to be a little bit darker just to give it a little bit more realistic shadowing. Okay, I think I got that. Now I'm going to grab the dark and underneath here put some dark. And under here. And it's a very subtle dark in these, so it's not like you can really see the darkness, but it does give it a little bit of depth and a little bit more dimension to it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my light petal pink, and I am just going to come in here and I'm just going to flick the end of this kind of down the same angle of my petals. I just want to do a very, very faint. I'm not even sure if you guys can see that on camera. I'll hold it up in just a minute. But just taking very, very light strokes and coming down those petals, but turning them the way that the petal is angled. Let's do a little bit darker on here. It's very, very faint, but I think it is such a pretty look to it. I need to finish my stems here since I kind of just left them hanging. All right, oops, one more. Jeez Louise. Trying to leave our naked stems. We don't want them naked. Okay, so let me hold this up so you guys can kind of see that a little bit better. See how it's just a very, very faint pink on there? I really like the look of that. So now I'm going to use the coordinating die for that. So that's this one here. Let me grab some of my tape pieces. Try to line this up and get it straight and hope that it doesn't move by the time I get it over there to the die cutting machine. Okay, there we go. I'm going to take that and cut that really quick. Okay, look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, we're gonna bring some wink into this when we're done. So I'm going to set that and this over here on our card. Now what we're going to do on our petal pink here, let me move all these, we're done with those, is I'm going to grab my Versamark and I want to use our banner right here. Okay, I'm gonna also grab my, I just had it, where did I put it? Did I put it back in here? Oh no, I had it over here in my little basket. I'm gonna use my embossing buddy, because I wanna make sure there's no oils from fingers or anything like that on that paper. And then flip the little banner over here. Get that good and inky. We're going to stamp that on there. That's our Versamark. And then put the lid on that because we want to make sure we don't get any of our gold embossing powder. So let me grab a little spoon here. And I'm just going to hold this like so. And I am just going to get my embossing powder all over that ink. I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. Give that a good tap. Make sure we have all that out of there. Okay, I'm going to use my tweezers here because since it's so tight to hold my fingers on there, I don't want to burn myself. Then I'm going to grab my heat tool. It's going to get a little loud. And then I'm just going to hold this on here. And I'm going to melt that powder on there just like so. Make sure I got it all okay, and I did. So there is my little banner, and I'm going to use For a Great Friend. And I'm going to use Calypso Coral. And I'm going to stamp this right towards the center-ish of this little banner. Just like so. And the really cool thing is we have a die for that. So in the Mixed Labels dies, we've got this really cool little banner that is so stinking cute. Oops, helps if I put it on there correctly. And we're going to just place that like so. Give our tape a good push. Make sure that is all in place where it needs to go. And there is our super cute little banner. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I love it. Okay, so now let's grab all of our elements to our card here. Bring this over. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take the back portion of this, my little flower, and I'm going to run just a small little portion of that. I'm going to grab that gold twisted thread and try to untangle enough of it here that I can play. And then I'm just going to put some of that in there, take that down around about like so, and then go this way with it, just like that. And then where are my, there they are. And I'm just going to cut that off. I was trying to untangle that last night and wrap it back up, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to be playing with it too much. I'm not even worried about it. All right, so there is our flower with our gold thread behind there. And so I'm going to pop that up. But first, what I want to do is I want to take this little greenery piece, and I'm just going to put just a little bit of glue on here because this is pretty much going to hold it down. But let's put some glue on here just to get it to stay in place. I do want some of these pieces to be kind of just free flowing up in the air, so I'm not going to go too crazy there. I'm going to place this right down like so, so it doesn't go too far up off my card there. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this one. Maybe one more right over here. Okay, that looks good. There's one more. And when I look to see, instead of sticking my fingers on them and see if they're sticky, there's a sheen on them if you've taken your dimensional backing off. If your dimensional backing is still on there, it's going to look kind of dull. So you'll kind of know when you've got that on and off there. I'm going to place this right towards the center of this card. Okay, just like that. Then, okay, my little banner. I'm going to grab dimensionals for this, and I'm going to put this right over here on the very end and over here on the very end. I'm not putting any in the middle. And this is going to go, I'm going to lift up this little end of this daisy, and I'm just going to put that right, kind of tuck that up underneath there. Just like so. Then we're going to bring in our low profile. See, I remember that time. I didn't have to look. And we are going to add some low profile dots. Oh, sorry, you guys, my nose is running here. I'm going to put that gold one there. I'm going to take a little pink one here, place that right there. Take a little one, gold, place there, and a big gold over there. And then let's take one more little pink and add it right there. There we go. So now we've got all those colors coming in together there. And then we're going to finish that off by using, of course, some wink. So I'm going to put that up in that top little pom-pom area there. Stamen, I think that's what it's called. Okay, there. I think I'm just going to call it good up in those two little areas. Okay, and then let's get our inside done. So my inside piece is 3 3/4 by 5. And I have a half-inch piece of this designer series paper that matches the outside here. And I'm going to put across there. Like so. It's a little longer than 3 3/4, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that extra off. And then I think what we're going to do is we've got this really cute little floral here. And we have, for a great friend, your kindness made my day. You're pretty wonderful. I like that. Because I think of everybody. You guys are all my friends and you're all pretty wonderful because you do sit in here and you like and you throw me up some thumbs on my YouTube. Also, if you share this video, that helps to let your friends see this as well. You can share it over to YouTube. You can share it here on, or to Facebook. You can share it here on YouTube. And that lets other people who are crafty see this video. And maybe next time, once they subscribe, they'll see that I'm live and they'll come in here and join our little conversation. Okay, there is You Are Pretty Wonderful. Oh, I was gonna grab that other little thing and I forgot. Let's do our little flower. We're gonna grab our black. We are going to stamp that coming right out of the edge here. Maybe another one up over here. And then one up over here. Okay, just like that. And we can always bring in our light Calypso coral and just color those in. Okay, and let's grab the light Shy Shamrock, color in our leaves. Just like so. And then this is going to go just like that. So there is our last beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Oh, I just love that. I love that green that has those little wispy parts that go behind that flower. Add that little gold banner to it and some little gold twine in there. And you've really got a sparkly, shiny, beautiful card that is definitely for a great friend who you think is pretty wonderful, right? Okay, so let me bring back in these 3 cards. So there are all 3 of our cards. This is showing off the suite collection for the Mixed Media Flora. Again, that'll be live tonight at midnight Mountain Time. That is in our online exclusives. There is so many things going live tonight that you guys are going to be wowed by all the things that are coming up. If you already have the catalog, definitely you have seen how beautiful it is. If you don't have the catalog, again, on all of my blog posts over on pinkbarnstamper.com, you are definitely going to find a request, those catalogs. You can fill that out and I'll get some catalogs in the mail to you. So you can see all these wonderful things and be able to purchase this awesome set. But again, this set is not in the catalog. This is just in our online exclusives. All right, you guys. You guys have an amazing time doing all your shopping tomorrow. It is going to be a blast. Don't forget to add your freebies for your celebration. Don't forget to check out if you have been wanting to join Stampin' Up. I would love to have you on my team. There is no funny business behind that at all. Even if you never buy another thing, it is an awesome way to get a lot of product added to your starter kit and be able to add wonderful products into your craft room and start making wonderful cards, scrapbooking products. Any of those things you can add into your starter kit. The starter kit is pretty phenomenal. This time, like I said, there's a couple of different options. You will be able to add, if you go with option number 1, we have some of our packs of our Stampin' Right markers. You get to pick 2 of those packs of markers, plus you're going to get an all-exclusive stamp set. Now, just remember that when you join the team, you're going to go to www.shopdannygarola.com. You're going to hit that little join button across the top. It's going to go through a couple of different things that you need to read and that you need to sign up to be that. But then when you start adding things to your shopping cart, it is going to tell you that you need to pick 2 of those Stampin' Right markers. You will go through and you'll pick. We've got our regals, our subtles, our neutrals. You'll be able to add whatever one you want to, or whatever 2 sets you want to your starter kit. It's going to automatically put in that exclusive stamp set that you're going to be getting. And then on top of that, you still get to pick your $125 worth of product, add that to your cart, and it's going to be all of the new products that you can add to there. Plus, you only are going to pay $99 for all that. Like, it is a wonderful way to get product, just saying. Then, on all your further orders, you are going to be getting a discount on product. So it is a win-win no matter what. There is no ties. You don't have to stay connected. You can just get some wonderful products and start playing with things. You can also add those scrapbook items to your starter kit as well. So just so you know, all right, you guys, take care of yourselves. I love you all. Be very, very safe out there, especially those of you who have the snow and the ice that you're dealing with, trying to get back and forth to work, because, you know, we all know that bills don't pay themselves and weather doesn't exclude us having to go to work. I mean, unless your boss is pretty cool and is like, hey, take a snow day. That's cool. I know some schools do that. Unfortunately, we don't get snow days here in Tucson, so that's not a thing for us. All right, you guys, so be safe. I will see you guys back here next Monday. Have fun shopping. Don't forget to use my host code so you can get this wonderful card making kit. You will have to have the mixed media bundles and the low profile dots. And yeah, I will be sure to give you the link of this in your kits, so you will get that thread in there. So just to let you guys know. All right, you guys. And while you're shopping, be sure to pick up a wink of Stella. You guys are going to love the wink of Stella. It does add a very nice touch to your cards. Okay, you guys. Yes, definitely stay warm, Wendy. All right, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.